What's your chance at gain? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another video where education is wealth and wealth is education, vice versa. You need 3 items that I'm about to explain to you. But first, I need everyone to clear your mind of every expectation and every problem that you have right now about your life. That means, like, if you still stay with your mom, just think of the best situation or what your interpretation is of your best life. Like, if you want to live in a mansion, you want to own a Lamborghini, you want to own a Tesla, whatever you want to do, that's what we're in, that type of mindset. Don't give yourself any excuse and say, but. No, this is not the place for that. Do not put no limits on yourself. I don't care what situation you in, you can do it. Have faith in yourself. So with that being said, I hope that made sense. First, what you need is a journal. Why journal? Whatever you're going through in your personal life, you get to write it down, release those emotions. Stress is like one of the #1 killers that you don't want to have to deal with. And sometimes you don't always have a person to reach out to. So the quickest thing next to you is to write it down. And in this journal, I love this one. And I want to give a shout out to my homegirl best friend, Ariel. Thank you for giving me this journal. So, like, let me not show y'all my person. Okay, so it has the date, and then it has the day that it is. It asks where you are now. It says, so what's going on? Let me not do it that way. So get your journal to write it down. Yeah, let me just end it right there with that. Next, we're going to talk about the YouTube formula. This is the main thing that I was telling you guys about, that if you want to start content creating, I would say start on YouTube first, because that's where you're going to me, you're going to get the money, which everybody is technically wanting. I'm not sure. I'm not doing it for the money. You know, I really genuinely like to create content, and if the money comes, you know, it is what it is. I have different goals. But yeah, so the YouTube formula is written by Daryl Eves. As you can see, I've been through it. And we're going to go through the first 2 chapters today. So yeah, that was my rough intro for my first video. I'm so excited, you guys. You guys get to go, like, with me, like, on this journey of, like, teaching this book. And, like, all of us content creators out there can get a fair chance and a fair start, right? Okay, so this is part 2 to the YouTube formula book, and it's the YouTube secrets, and this is the updated second version. All of this is on Amazon for you to buy. I'm not gatekeeping. Then you want to have a notebook, because you want to take notes. You want to write down, you know, things that you read in your own words. To me, writing down things in my own words helps me understand better what I'm reading, because sometimes their terminology sometimes doesn't resonate with me. So I definitely take notes on what I'm reading for better comprehension. Okay. Also, for content creators, if you have a channel, keep your notebook so you can have a schedule. You can also have a calendar, which I have a calendar too, to keep myself on a schedule. So you, like, right here, I have a schedule. Also, I have been celebrating Black History Month, so that's been keeping me on track too, by writing it down and the information. And actually, by writing stuff down, like, that's a proven method that helps you remember things faster. Okay, so let's get into it. Everybody wants to go ahead and jump to why we're here, which is the YouTube formula. Okay, so this book is broken into parts. Okay, so we're gonna do part 1 and part 2. It might even include, because I forgot how much notes I took for me to record this video. So this might be chapter 1 through 4 of part 1. But when I come back with the next one, I'll let you guys know how far I went. So this is part 1, the platform. Chapter 1 is try, fail, analyze, adjust, a YouTube history lesson. Chapter 2, the YouTube ecosystem. Chapter 3, the UI. Chapter 3, the YouTube AI, a deep learning machine. Chapter 4, the algorithm breakdown. So that's part 1. See, I got my notes, my sticky notes here. So part 1, the platform, try, fail, analyze, adjust, a YouTube history lesson, the YouTube ecosystem, the YouTube AI. Chapter 1 opens up with the question. Have you watched the first ever video uploaded to YouTube? So how did YouTube start, and why does it matter? I'm gonna have to cut that out. Okay, so chapter 1, try, fail, analyze, adjust, a YouTube history lesson. Okay, chapter 1 opens up with the question, have you watched the first ever video uploaded to YouTube? And so how did YouTube start, and why does it matter? So did you know the history of YouTube? Did you know that YouTube started out as a dating site? Yes, like for real, y'all. YouTube started out as a dating site. So Jod, Kareem, Chad Hurley, and Stephen Chin created YouTube. YouTube started as a dating website. It activated on Valentine's Day, February 14th of 2005. Y'all, I'm older than YouTube. April 23rd, 2005, they uploaded their first video. Well, somebody uploaded the first video, and it was called Called Me at the Zoo. And you can still go see this video to this day. I'm thinking, how can I make money now? Users soon realized YouTube as a dating website was a flop, and it was a game changer in the video entertainment environment. Okay, as a content creator, you have to analyze what's working and what's not, and make changes accordingly. Part 1, break down the algorithm. Part 2, open your eyes to endorsement opportunities. Part 3, dissect YouTube formula for content planning, location, distribution, analysis, and adjustment. Chapter 2, Chapter 2, YouTube operates like a digital ecosystem. The definition of a digital ecosystem is the digital ecosystem includes the creator, the viewer, the advertiser, and the brand copyright holders, multi-channel networks, and YouTube itself. Multi-channel networks played a huge part in the beginning stages of YouTube connecting brands with creators. So basically, the multi-channel networks basically got YouTubers brand deals. Copyright holders want their money for original work, so don't steal. So basically, they're saying that basically, like, I do reviews on my channel, on my Shimtastic. I do reviews on Ghetto Therapy Works, and I do music reviews on my regular channel, and sometimes when you don't edit the video and you put too much of that audio in there, girl, they want their money. They want their coin. So don't steal people audio. You need to come up with your own audio, or you need to get permission. You need to understand your role in the YouTube digital ecosystem. If you are a creator, get real familiar with YouTube guidelines so you can be monetized and stay monetized, and basically make that money. And you need to follow the rules and actually look into ad revenue sharing. So I know that was a lot. So the main thing that you need to know from chapter 1 of the YouTube formula is try, fail, analyze, adjust, a YouTube history lesson. Have you ever watched the first uploaded video to YouTube? That's the first thing you should do. Go watch the first video uploaded to YouTube and see the way that, see how it was started, right? So how did YouTube start, and how does it affect your content? The YouTube ecosystem. Ooh, child, this is gonna be a mess. The chapter 2, the YouTube ecosystem. A digital ecosystem works much like a natural ecosystem. There are a lot of moving parts, and all of those parts affect the organization as a whole. YouTube ecosystem also has a flowing cycle, and its contributors affect the whole for better or worse. The definition of a digital ecosystem is this digital ecosystem includes the creator, the viewer, the advertiser brand, copyright holders, multi-channel networks, and YouTube itself. So that basically that's what a digital ecosystem is comprised of: the creator, the viewer, the advertiser and brand, the copyright holders, and the multi-channel networks, and YouTube itself. So this is how the YouTube ecosystem works. So write this down. So in the YouTube ecosystem, creators make videos and upload them to YouTube. Brands pay YouTube to run advertising along the upside. Brands pay YouTube to run advertisement alongside your uploaded content, either during your video or at the end of your video. That's why you see ads during your favorite content creator video. That's how they're getting paid. When a channel meets the ad sharing program requirements, it gets a cut of money from the ads running on that channel. That's what I just said, basically. So multi-channel networks played an important role in the beginning of YouTube, connecting brands with creators and managing other elements of the creator experience. Basically, they solved the problem of helping creators get paid and bridging the gap for creators getting brand deals. Finally, copyright holders wanted their original work attributed to them without being stolen and copied. They wanted to keep any financial benefit from that content coming back to the original content. So basically, people were uploading videos of like full audio, let's just say my favorite artist, Beyonce. We were uploading a full Renaissance album, and she ain't making a coin, basically. And Beyonce want her coin. So to be a part of this digital ecosystem, you need to understand the role that each contributor plays. So just like we was talking about, the creator, the viewer, the brands, and YouTube itself. So if you are a creator, you need to become familiar with the YouTube guidelines, as I said earlier, so you can be monetized and stay monetized so you can make that money. Your content success depends on your understanding of your role in your ecosystem. So basically, how people talk about your niche, basically, like, if you know what role you play and what purpose you serve, you'll be easier to be found and get opportunities to make money. So if you learn the system, if you learn YouTube's guidelines and follow the rules, you'll be successful. And don't copyright. The YouTube AI deep learning machine. Basically, that chapter is just telling you about how AI is looking at your channel and looking at what works, analytics, and how AI is generating recommendations for people who like stuff that you're putting out or like your content. Chapter 4, the algorithm breakdown. Part 1, gathering and using data. So write this down. YouTube collects 80 billion data points from user behavior every single day. So this is interesting. There are satisfaction signals that train the AI what to suggest to a viewer, basically. So like there's a specific list of these signals. So write this down. This is what viewers look for and how they recommend your channel to other viewers. And so you should have that mindset of who's your favorite YouTuber and what about them attracts you to their channel. So like it might be the way their the beginning of their intro is playing in their video, or how their music is playing while they're talking, or it could be the mukbang, or things like that. So the specific signals include which video a user watches, which videos they skip, time they spend watching, likes and dislikes, not interested feedback, surveys after watching the video, whether they come back to rewatch or finish something unwatched, if they save and come back to watch later. So they use all those to recommend videos to like-minded content creators or people who want to see your content. So this says gathering metadata. Observing metadata starts with the thumbnail. So your thumbnail is like the picture that everyone sees when they're about to click on your video. This is how your videos get discovered and watched. So that thumbnail is very important, you guys. Using cloud vision can help catch something that might, for whatever reason, be flagged as inappropriate on any data point, and therefore it can give creators the opportunity to fix it even before it's live. Okay, look, I was trying to get to the money about it. So this is closed captioning. AI reads through the words of the caption to gather data as well. Natural language. The AI is also listening for actual sentence structure. They can differentiate the language. Two different creators can be talking about the same thing, but one video might be biographical or scientific, while the other might be humorous or entertaining. Even though they both talk about the same thing, they can be categorized differently because of the language being used. Now this is about your video title and description. So these are the main things that you need to write down. Part 2, algorithms with an S. It says, did you know that YouTube has more than one algorithm? That AI uses multiple systems. Browse features, home page and subscription, the suggested, what's trending, notification, and search. Each one of those features runs separate algorithms trying to be optimized for a higher hit rate, and they all feed into people that's trying to view your content. So this is browsing the home page. How YouTube does this is by breaking down the home page in two categories, which is familiar and discover. So it shows users familiar content from places the viewer has gone before. These suggestions could include trending or recent videos from a channel a viewer has already watched. The discovery side includes videos or channels that users with similar viewing patterns have watched and liked. So basically, out of all this, they're trying to make sure that your channel aligns with keeping The main point is to keep you on YouTube as long as possible. Like, keep clicking to every video. Your thumbnails need to be popping. Your video need to be popping. Like, your homepage need to be popping. Like, everything needs to be aligned and set up and needs to be intentional. So it says browse subscription. The subscription section pulls content from the channels you already subscribe to. So basically, if I'm subscribed to Beyonce's channel, they're going to subscribe me to another R&B girl or person who's like Beyonce. So they might do, I don't know, Mary J. Blige, or Tina Turner, whoever. Now we're talking about the suggested. So we just talked about, so let's go back over that again because that's a lot. So we just talked about the homepage. The homepage is broken down between familiar and discovered, which means if a channel a viewer has already watched, so meaning basically it has to be close to what they already know. Sorry about that, y'all. It has to be similar viewing patterns. It has to be keeping the viewers better engaged in what they're already watching. And it has to have audience retention. Now, for browse subscription, the subscription section pulls content from channels you already subscribe to. Basically, that's recommended by people you already follow. Right? Now, the suggested. In the suggested feed, including the up next video, the suggestions below on mobile on the right and on desktop, suggestions below on mobile and or on the right of the desktop, they're just talking about the positioning of what, when you end the video on YouTube and it has those, whether you're on your phone, it'll be below, and if you're on the desktop, it'll be to the right, basically, on that video for the next recommended video. I hope that makes sense. I know. Whew. It says this is a powerful place to be, basically, when you can be below and already up next. So that means they're going to keep being on your channel because they're going to keep seeing you. They're going to keep watching you. They're going to keep staying on the channel. They're going to keep staying on YouTube, which makes YouTube happy, which means they're going to support your videos. So it says sticky viewers are YouTube's goal. So if you can use the triggers to get your video in the suggested feed, you're exactly what you need. So that's just what I said. So basically, if you can trigger somebody to subscribe or trigger somebody to watch a video, and if you already do the work to have your video up next after the previous video you uploaded, then you got somebody who's stuck, who's gonna keep watching, who's staying on YouTube, and YouTube is rewarding you for keeping them there. So what are the triggers? So write this down. You have to create a strong relationship among the data in your own content. This means that if metadata connects among your videos, the algorithm plugs in your videos for the next feed, and your videos likelihood of being watched skyrockets. So metadata includes title, keywords, descriptions, and content itself. So that means just like if you're talking about a video, you want to put an exciting headline instead of something that's boring because you want to catch the attention of viewers, right? Okay. So next thing, this says the algorithm breakdown. Suggested feed keeps viewers suggested feed keeps viewers watching instead of bouncing. So basically, watch one video and gone. They don't subscribe. They don't stay on your channel. Excuse me. Like the AI looks for the rabbit in the hole type and the watch something else type. It keeps the viewer following a specific path. And I have a note here that says to keep the viewer engaged as long as possible. Videos from the same channel, videos and channels that are similar to one playing, videos that are other people watch after watching the current video. Let's say that again. Videos that other people watched after watching the current video. The watching something else type. This recommendation comes when the AI has stored history of what the viewer has watched over time. So basically, they're recommending your video over something else that people didn't already watch because your likeness is aligned with somebody else's content. But it's a different category. Like, we're talking about the same thing, but it's a different category because I put a certain spin to mine, right? Okay. So now we're moving on to the section named trending. A common a common misconception that trending is what's popular. Trending is topics are broad topics that people talk about right now all across the internet. It's what's currently happening in the news, what's on social media, websites and blogs. But you need to be specific. Websites with more authority than others will have topics that trend better because YouTube knows more eyes will be on them. So basically, people that have more power, more credibility, they know YouTube is going to jump to them first and give them more views because they know that they're going to make them their bread. Groups that live in the same area often are interested in the same things. Something that would trend in LA would likely fall flat in the Midwest because Midwest people are not from LA. LA people are not from Midwest. They don't share the same culture. So now we're finna talk about notifications. When someone subscribes to your channel, you can be notified by YouTube when you upload a new video, but only if that subscriber has clicked the bell button. So that's why you should say in every video, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell, because that's giving them a visual. You're telling them what to do, and they're going to do it. The notification comes through on the subscriber's YouTube app or their email. So boom, you upload a video, they at work, at lunch, bing, you uploaded the video. Or they don't get a notification from or they don't have the YouTube app, bing, email, you got mail. So search. People can find your name by searching you. Duh. Okay. You type in a keyword or phrase. So let's just say I say, what's a Shamtastic Gang? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. So that's a slogan. Or a Shamtastic Gang. You can type in Shamtastic Gang and you can find my videos. So basically this is what it's saying. They can search your name and find you by slogans and by niche and by your followers knowing what you stand for, what you represent, and what you're known for. We're not finna go over that. Okay, that's the end of that section. The rest of that chapter was just talking about the do's and the don'ts. So basically, I'm gonna tell a story. So I was with this Lyft driver, and I had told her that I had bought these books because I was investing in my social media career, especially heavily on YouTube. And she was like, "Oh, well, you don't have to buy that book. I could have just told you all you had to do was be consistent." Well, ma'am, you got the same, idea that I got, and you want to do YouTube and stuff, and with your channel and stuff. But why your channel ain't taking off? Why you ain't sitting pretty? Since you know everything, people really got a problem. You need to sit down and read a book instead of thinking you know everything. But anyway, we're not going on a tangent. So, yes, it's basically just telling you, let everybody, what she's saying, that stay consistent, make sure you're uploading. But I'm gonna tell you a little deeper than that. You need to, so if you have one channel, you need to figure out your idea. What is it about you? First of all, I'm not even gonna go so deep as to saying figure out who you are, but you need to understand what message that you're trying to perpetuate to your community, right? Okay, so first, you have an idea or a business or whatever that you're trying to promote. Okay, write that down. Who are the people that you're trying to talk to, sell to, or build a community with? Write that down. Okay, what's a schedule that you can release videos or post for you? So it can be, you might can do Monday through Friday. You might can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You might can do Tuesday, Thursday. Whatever works for you. You need to narrow that down. Be more specific with it. And create a schedule to upload on time. That's the only way that you're going to really build a community. Just uploading a video sporadically is not going to work. And you don't have to do 2-3 days out of the week. If you're going to do one video a week, one video a month, every month for a whole year, that's what you need to do. Put in 10,000 hours. Okay? So once you narrowed it down, you're going to say, let's just say that you're going to do once a week. Because most people in this generation, most people in this time, they got jobs, kids, or whatever. You might not, whatever. We're just going to use it 1 week. You release one video a week. Let's just say you do Monday at 3:30 every week for a whole year. So that means you need to have your videos ready, set up to drop at 3:30 on Monday every week for a whole year and see where it goes. That's a challenge that we're starting with. So after I just read to you those 2 chapters out the YouTube formula book, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions and I can explain a little bit better. I'm offering free consultations at Shamtastic Productions at myyahoo.com. If you have any questions, we can do a live stream and we can better talk about these things. But that's it for now. Try to implement that thing that I really told you. Figure out your purpose. Write this down. Figure out your purpose. Who you're trying to sell or talk to or build a community with. Then you need to create a schedule. Either it's going to be once a week, once a month, or once a year. But it has to be full time, not even once a year. And then see where it goes. Stay consistent. Until the next time when we go over the next 2 chapters. But not next 2 chapters. When we go over the next chapter. Well, the next segment, which is part 2, the opportunity. And we're going to do the next 2 chapters, which is chapter 5, why most YouTube channels fail to succeed. And chapter 6, make money partnering with YouTube. All right, I'll see you guys later.